Okay, we're going to talk about macromolecules. As you have researched, we have 4 types of organic compounds: carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids. They are basic for maintaining life processes such as cell function, storage, energy, homeostasis, that is the equilibrium of the body, and obviously the genetic information. Every single cell, and that is every single living organism, must have this 4 macromolecules as its basis. The first macromolecule that we're going to see are carbohydrates. They are also known as sugars and starches if they are very big molecules, and they contain a functional group that's called an hydroxyl, that is an oxygen and hydrogen together that form the structure. Carbohydrates are very simple molecules. They only contain carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, and we can identify the formulas because they have a constant ratio. That is, if you see the formula, you're always going to have the double of hydrogens than carbons and oxygens. Carbohydrates are basic because they provide energy to the cells, and they are hydrophilic. They dissolve in water. We can classify them according to their size. That is, how many molecules of sugars do they have. So we have monosaccharides, that is just one molecule, like glucose, fructose, and all the sweet molecules. Disaccharides, two sugars together, like lactose, for example, the sugar in the milk. And polysaccharides, that is a polymer, that is lots of sugar molecules linked together. So this is a monosaccharide. Here you have 2 examples, galactose and fructose. Disaccharides, like maltose, that is the one that forms in the digestive tract of humans, and polysaccharides such as cellulose, that's going to be fundamental for the plant cell. The second molecule that we have are lipids. We have 3 types of lipids according to their structure: fats that are found in animals, oils that are found in plants, and wax, the ones that bees make. They also contain carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, but here they don't have a constant ratio. So we have lots of oxygens and hydrogens and less carbons. They are formed of 2 different molecules, glycerol and fatty acids. Glycerol contains a hydroxyl group, while fatty acid contains a carboxyl group. As you know, lipids store energy for later use in the body. They also serve as padding, that is the cover that we have in our organs to protect them for any damage that they can suffer. And they do not dissolve in water, so that is why we cannot mix them. This is the chemical structure of the monomers in lipids. You have the glycerol, that's a small molecule, and the fatty acids that are the ones that can be saturated and unsaturated. The difference between them is that saturated fatty acids, all of them have single bonds, as you can see in the image, while unsaturated fatty acids, like here, you have a double bond. That means you can add any other molecule, so they are easier to break. That is why they are healthier. These fatty acids then are long chains of carbon atoms that can be attached to the glycerol molecules, and here is the definition of saturated and unsaturated fats. This is how they look like if we take an image of them. When we look at the structure, we have 2 parts. One is hydrophilic, that can be in contact with water. The other is hydrophobic, that means they are not able to dissolve in water. And one of the most important are phospholipids. They are lipids, but they contain also a phosphate group. And they are going to be basic because they are arranged in 2 layers, and they are the ones that form the cell membranes.